just so everyone knows, I forgot to hit the go live button until the middle of that. So you already know Tyler's not here because it's all kinds of messed up already, but that's okay. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 24, Week 5 live feed update recap of what's going on in the house. With me, as always, is Andrew and the one and only Kim Matina. Guys, Michael is not laying low anymore.
No.
Was he ever, though?
Was he laying low before with 3 vetoes?
I don't know.
Was he
Hello,
laying
Valencia
before?
and
Was he
Hannah
laying
and-
low before
Yep.
being the first person to be nominated?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know, but he's HOH, and he is also is he the POV winner? He won
Yeah.
POV, right?
Him and Brittany, technically, but
Yeah.
yes, he has the POV.
Yeah. So, and we'll get into it. So,
5 wins in 5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 wins in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It is so. I am trying so hard. I've said it. I'll say every week. Hello in the chat, Valencia, Hannah, and Dominic. I've said it and Joseph, every week. We got new alliances split. This is the human centipede of alliances going on. One just growing out of the other next one's ass. And I feel like this week we've got a bunch of stuff going on. And I mean, are the leftovers still the leftovers, or are they turned into skid marks? I mean, what is happening here?
No, technically they're still the leftovers. It was kind of sort of down to 6 because of Kyle, but it looks like he has kind of drawn the line and ready to do his thing with the leftovers.
Oh, man. Well, Michael nominated the trio, I call them, Terrence, Joseph, and Monty, and won the POV and took them down. And now we've got Shocker, Daniel, and Kyle on the block with the plan to backdoor Daniel. Now, I just have to go out and say, is it really a backdoor at this point? Daniel has got to know he's leaving, right?
Yeah.
I think he knew the minute that he didn't win the veto.
Yeah, pretty much. But right now, the way it's sitting, he has hope because Jasmine is saying that she's got herself, Alyssa, Indy. She thinks she also has Joseph, who she does not have. And she's trying hard for the Kyle vote. Or I'm sorry, for Kyle to talk Alyssa into voting out Kyle. I know it sounds weird.
Kyle talking Alyssa into voting himself out.
That was what Jasmine was saying, but I think that she was, she had butter beans on the brain or something because that just was not happening. But is it a backdoor? Absolutely, it's a backdoor, whether he knows it or not. He was with the intention of him going home, and he did not get drawn to play for veto. Therefore, technically, it is a backdoor, just that the screen door's open for him already. That's all.
What is it Biff says in Back to the Future? That makes as much sense as a screen door on a submarine or a battleship, and it's really submarine, and he screws that up, kind of like I just did. Makes sense. So that's where we are with that. I'm just kind of thinking that Kyle just wants to make it to jury so he can make out with Alyssa when she gets there. And thank God that's not going to be on the feeds.
You know what I will say, Allison and Kim, is it's nice. Yes, the leftovers are still intact. Are they a long-term final? No. And it's good to see for the first time, and I can't tell you how many seasons they're really the There isn't a dominating alliance. It feels more like a Survivor voting block type scenario for me than it does anything else. And that is refreshing to watch when for the past couple of seasons we have seen a dominating alliance just dominate, which when you look at things like the cookout, that's fun to watch to an extent, right? But when you look back to BB All Stars 2, it's not fun to watch. So to see these splits and shifts and all of that, it is welcoming, and it is making the season a lot more entertaining and strategic.
Yeah, I really thought I was going to dip out after week 1, but
Oh, I did.
there's
Mentally.
a lot of gameplay going on between Brittany, Turner. Turner is cracking me up. He was not anywhere near the top of my list preseason. Now I actually really enjoy the feats with him. Michael is being very strategic. But I mean, even right now, in the course of being voted out, Daniel is. Terrence, I think, is kind of a piece of shit, but that's my personal opinion. I think that for his age, he should, and having daughters and having a wife, that he should know a hell of a lot better than anybody how to not talk about Taylor the way he has. I mean, he's horrible.
Speaking of people who are somewhat going the route of horrible, I don't know how much we want to tap into this, but Dominic kind of brings up something in the chat. Everyone's estimation of Kyle plummeted this week. I'm kind of annoyed with the whole Alyssa situation, but apparently he is concerned that there is another cookout brewing. I saw a little bit of this online. I didn't see the actual footage, but do you guys think that they will touch on this tomorrow night? What do you think?
I don't think they're going to touch it, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
mainly because I think it's unfounded. He's concocting this in his head, in his brain, but at the same time, you've got, you know, Jasmine who doesn't care for Monty. You've got Monty who's not a big fan of anybody. They're pulling in Indy, and I'm not too sure because she sounds foreign. So that's why he included her. But can you imagine Terrence? Okay, Taylor knows what Terrence has said about her.
Okay.
Okay. Can you imagine in any realm where Taylor would actually align with Terrence based on race? So that's why I'm saying this is Kyle concocting this perception in his head that really is not a reality. I think that the cookout is more of a diverse reality that's going on.
Yeah. Joseph says they want Kyle DQ'd because he cursed the cookout. Well, Kyle's just, listen, he's a white Mormon. Okay, what do you want? He's just thinking out loud. And normally there's not a camera in his face when he's talking about people of color.
True.
Might be a new thing.
It's not giving him a pass,
No.
but I think he's very naive to what's going on in the rest of the country outside of Utah
Yeah.
and his Mormon upbringing. And and I would think in the Big Brother house that he would do a better job of educating himself based on what he's seeing going on around him, as opposed to jumping to conclusions that don't exist.
Is he the new Nicole that everyone's got to hate on? Remember I said once, there's always one person that everybody's got to just focus all their hate and anger on in the Big Brother house. Is it Kyle's turn now that Nicole's gone? I mean, can we just be honest? Are we just going to zero in and dissect everything he says at this point?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Andrew, just go.
I Yes, he has said some horrible things. Again, this goes back to my live feeds comment the other day, but it also goes back to as America is also very wishy-washy
Yes.
because we hated Kyle week 1
Yes.
and then we started to love Kyle again like, oh, maybe he's not as bad, right? So, and then we switch back and kind of flip back to now he makes these comments, he does these things. I agree, it's wrong, it's horrible. But what did you expect from the guy when we saw his tweets and his standpoints preseason?
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
So again, this comes from the America side of things where we need to respect the game, hate the player, right?
Right.
Because he's not playing a horrible game.
No.
His moves are decent. He's in a decent position in the house. I think he's done more damage to his game in the past 4 days than he probably has the entire time he's been in the house. But he's played a decent game. So again, hate the player, love the game. I think the worst game decision he's made right now is the Alyssa Showmance.
Joseph's got a good little comment here. People don't want to admit he is naive because his mommy can't cut the cord. If he and Alyssa are a thing, he will be on TLC's I Married Mama's Boy or Smothered because his mommy can't cut a cord. Have y'all seen these shows? Seriously, time out.
Unfortunately, once, yeah.
Have you seen Smothered?
Yes,
And Mama's
once.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I smothered my son and he's a mama's boy. No, absolutely the F not. No.
I mean,
yeah.
Alyssa absolutely nailed it when she was like, I don't know why I'm interested in this boy who lives in his mother's basement, is unemployed, and is twerking with his mom on TikTok shirtless. I don't understand this.
I personally would not twerk shirtless with my mother or my father or Finley.
Nope.
But he's, there's some other stuff going on in chat. Joseph also brings up, Michael came to play this game while his fiance Hayden is upset that his room reveal did not make the show on Sunday. It was something to point out that Out Magazine did an article on it.
Yep.
So they've shown everyone's room but Michael's?
Yep.
Wow.
They didn't show his basket. They didn't show his pictures. They did not show his letter. They didn't read his letter, but you know what? It was on the feeds and Hayden has posted it and said, well, since CBS didn't feel like airing it, I'll share it here.
You know what they did spend a lot of time on?
The showmance.
The effing muffins. The showmance.
Okay, but I'm sorry. They could have ditched the showmance and kept the muffins.
They could have kept the muffins.
That was so fucking funny.
That was better than the makeout session. 100%.
It was like watching The Office live because the way Turner would look at the camera and he'd be serious. And then he'd have this smirk on his face and, cut off a little bit of the muffin and eat it. And then take a little more of the muffin to take to the DR. And yeah, he's been the muffin man. And I'm sorry, but that whole piece was so funny watching live. And I was okay with that being on there, but they could have killed the showmance. We already saw it the episode before. And instead shown Michael's room reveal.
Also, they spent too much time on Daniel calling out Monty. Which I didn't think was, I thought was kind of smart on Daniel's part because it for him at this point, dude, I'm gone. I know I'm gone next week, whatever. But for him to say, I respect, as a fan, I respect it. I get it. I understand. But Monty, you are like, for him to just call it out.
Yeah.
I think that he was doing it. I'll be honest, from my perspective, and I didn't see this live or anything. I'm just telling you from what I saw. I think he did kind of mean it with a little bit of malicious intent. Duh, Allison. But as it kept going and he saw Monty getting upset with him, he tried to do that backpedal shit that people do when they get caught, just, well, no, I mean it. I'm being sincere. I really mean it. Oh, I know you meant it. I can you running that mouth. I hear you. I hear you. And you keep talking and you won't shut up, you know. So, I mean, he kind of knew what he was doing as far as that goes. Anything with Daniel on the feeds this week or did he lay low or anything going on as far as that goes?
He mentioned that, or Michael mentioned he was surprised when he used the veto and put up Daniel and Kyle, that he was surprised that Daniel didn't blow a fuse or anything like that.
Because it's not a back door.
I think he expected
Yeah.
a little more pushback from Daniel that he did not get, which was okay, because I think if Daniel had pushed back, number one, it would have put him in a worse position. But number two, he would be trying to make Michael look bad in a situation where Michael wasn't the bad guy. But the house is trying to flip it that the only one that wanted Daniel out was Michael. And it's like, everybody went up to the HOH room and said Daniel.
Yeah.
So, but Jasmine's trying to pull that shit. So is, everybody from the convenience store except.
I heard about that today.
Yeah,
And yes, he did throw Michael's name out along with Monty as well. And everybody's like, if Jasmine could walk up those stairs just fine when she was trying to see who took her muffins, Hannah Fitzwater says in the chat. I noticed that too. Well, she had zero issues getting up those steps with one leg like a pogo stick. But boy, she's sliding down on her butt like Bernie Sanders a week before. Wow.
She's using her cane in the pool. The pool.
She is the second person in my lifetime I've seen do this. My mother got in my mother uses a cane. She got in a swimming pool 10 years ago with her cane and we all lost it. We were like, Mom, no, get the F out of here with that cane. I was like, I've never seen this before. I don't think I'll ever see it again. Nope, Jasmine delivers. She pretty much is. If my mother were on Big Brother, it would be Jasmine because she's hurt. And she needs attention, and Mom, I love you. But it's just kind of, what are we, 2 months into this crap almost, and her damn ankle's still broke? What is it broke? Is it sprained? Did the tendon twist? I need the stats. I need the Big Brother doctor to tweet something to let me know what's going on because this is getting old.
If we're going back a little bit, if we're gonna blame this on somebody, and Michael's getting the kind of the bad rap. Taylor was the one that was the most Daniel push, right? Like Taylor is the one that has really been pushing for that to do something. So I hate that Michael's getting that because Taylor was the one from the very beginning. Daniel's got to go. Daniel's got to go. Daniel's got to go. I want to get a little spoilery specific here because I think there's something we need to talk about with this veto competition. I'm friends with Jake, who is a good friend of Michael's. I know Kim is also. So we are getting OTEV tomorrow night. And it's fun to see. And I'm excited to actually watch it play out because Jake makes the comment that he heard Michael talking about his strategy. And he uses a stockpile strategy, which is a strategy that has been discussed by fans of Big Brother from forever. So I'm super excited to see Michael's approach to this OTEV tomorrow. And I'm super excited to see. I love when you get the true super fans that get to play these iconic competitions like an OTEV. Bowl Arena used to be kind of in that same scam. The wall comp, the cup on the slip and slide,
the BB
comics. Zingbot, like when you there's nothing like those iconic moments that we wait for every single year. There's nothing like it when it's a true fan and you get to witness the just joy and elation on their faces. And I feel like lately they've been doing, even right now, I feel like OTEV is earlier than it used to be,
Yeah,
right?
I kind of noticed that too.
And I feel like OTEV used to be a much more jury aspect. Now, in the past couple of seasons, it's been more towards the beginning. And what I love about that is there's been so many times when I've seen Supermans have to watch OTEV on the sidelines, right? They don't get to play it because it's so many people and so options. So I love that Michael got to play this comp. I love that he played a strategy that he's been working on in his head on OTEV for 22 seasons or whatever the first season of OTEV was. And I cannot, that is the moment I'm looking forward to in tomorrow's episode more than anything.
You know what would happen to me if I played in OTEV? I would pull I forget who it is, but it was in the last couple seasons, and busted her face running up the slide. Who was that?
Haley.
She was just, who?
Wasn't that Haley that face planted going up
I think
the slide?
running up, just boom, right?
Haley in 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That would be me, but I would knock myself out and just my limp body would just, I would just be dead to the. I would be like Jasmine dangling an inch off the ground during that rope competition. Honey, you were hanging higher with your toe touching the mat during that HOH comp that you won, and you're passing out. I never touched on that, but that would be me during OTEV. I'd knock myself out. Yeah, that's exciting.
Well,
like, I'm kind of disappointed. I kind of want Daniel to stay in the house just for Zingbot.
oh my
You know.
God.
I
can't
want
even.
Jasmine to be there when Zingbot comes in.
Oh, dude, she's going to
I
be there till
need-
final 3. She's not leaving.
Okay. but
She's a
here's-
turd that won't flush.
Okay. So you've got Jasmine, who's now 5 weeks into her personal injury, and I'm sure she's called Jacoby and Myers to take care of this. But
Right.
at the same time, so we've got Hop Along going on here. At least they took away her scooter. Thank God.
Yeah, I was over
But
it.
And
we've
the
got-
squeaking, the damn. Courtney one night is. Courtney
Seriously.
doesn't realize the editing. Sorry, Kim, I gotta tell this really quick. It's funny. And Courtney doesn't realize the editing, and she'd be like, "You'd think these producers would get some WD-40 for that damn scooter." And I'm like, Courtney, that sounds not real, sweetheart.
It's really not really squeaking. But so that was like 4 or 5 weeks ago now that she hurt her ankle and she's still hopping along, and they finally took away the scooter. Then we have Brittany, who she got 7 stitches in her knee during OTEV, not even so much as a limp going on. And Turner, who dislocated his kneecap and they popped it back in place, not even a limp going on for those two. They're like, fuck this, I'm here to play. And here's Jasmine going, oh dear God, can someone get me some food? The best one was Alyssa she asked for some water. Alyssa went and got water. She took a drink of the water and went, where'd you get this water from? She said, from the sink. She goes, oh, it's not filtered. Can you go back and get me some cold water? I would have been like, you know what? You get your fucking ass off that lounge chair and go get your own. Thank you would be nice. Oh my God.
What about when Kyle touched her ankle?
Oh, he never touched it.
Never touched it.
That was the whole thing. And she was like, oh my God, no, you just pushed it back a little, but oh my God. Oh, the drama.
You know, Kim, you mentioned a name, and I feel like I do owe someone a public apology. And it takes a lot for me to publicly apologize. But there was one player in this season that I would have given 0 chance. I would have given 0 respect. I think I called him some bad things preseason. But Turner's the one to watch.
Yeah, I have
He
had
really
to apologize too.
Turner's the one to watch. I don't agree with every little kind of personally kind of move he's making. I still go back to the Taylor thing and that veto speech that he kind of started showing up on the radar. And I don't like that he used everybody else as a bullying. I think more to advance his game than anything else. But I gotta respect game where game is. Turner is playing the crap out of this game, and if I had to pick
Absolutely.
the two best right now, it's Turner and Michael are dominating this game.
I've got to put Joseph up there with them.
Yeah, 'cause
Turner,
we didn't really know
Joseph,
much
and
about
Michael.
him. Yeah,
Huh?
we didn't really know much about him because he replaced exactly.
America's Got Talent.
He
I can't
replaced
remember who
America's
he
Got
is.
Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? He's playing the hell out of this game. He really is. He is like to the point where the convenience store has no idea he's a part of the leftovers. They sent him to the leftovers to spy for them last night. Like he got up there and was going, okay, guys, I'm spying on you for the convenience store. So what should I take back to him?
Who said that? Kyle?
Joseph.
No,
No,
Joseph.
Joseph. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that too. Like what do it's kind of comical. I just don't want the leftovers to start getting cocky as Christmas, you know what I mean? And just keep it together, guys. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Absolutely.
What is this about? Terrence has weird chest pains. Has anyone heard anything about that?
Yeah, they sent him to the DR. They gave him a couple baby aspirin, called it good, and sent him home. So.
Yeah. Can they not do that for Jasmine? Where's her baby aspirin? Do you remember?
For a sprain.
The movie
scooter, crutches.
Yeah.
A cane.
Have they given her Pirin tablets yet?
Oh my God.
Do you know what Pirin tablets are? Okay. Movie time. The movie Birdcage with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane and their housekeeper, Hank Azaria. I think he was I can't remember what his name. He was so freaking funny.
Armand or Armando or
something like that. Well, he said whenever Nathan Lane would freak out, I need my Pirin tablets. I need my Pirin tablets. And Hank Azaria go, I get your Pirin tablets. And he'd give them to him. And Robin Williams pulls him. Frank is there. What are you doing? You're giving him drugs now? He goes, no, I'm not giving him drugs. I give him a Pirin tablets. You see, it's aspirin. I scrape the A and the S off, and he thinks he's taking something. It's just aspirin. It's a Pirin tablet. That is the funniest thing. I would give anything for the producers to give her ass some Pirin tablets and her come out and go, y'all, they don't put me on some Pirin tablets. Have y'all ever heard of this? Oh my God.
But it still wouldn't do anything because she's not hurting. It's all game. She's faking the whole thing to look weaker than she actually is. But to say that, again, I have to do a quick, on what you just said, Allison, RAP to the best comedic actor of all time, Robin Williams.
Yes.
I wish I could see you on my screen one more time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what's going to be interesting is, in theory, so we've got OTEV coming up for the POV.
Right.
We don't really know what is going on for this next HOH. Potentially, this is going to be the last week of the duos, or the Festy Besties.
This current week is the last week, correct?
No.
Oh, there's one more.
Supposedly, there's one more of it because Allison Grodner needs to drag it out as much as possible.
Jesus.
But in theory, that would make a week from Thursday. Probably Endurance.
Yeah, I would agree.
Or possibly Endurance this week. Either way, I've got $20 that says Jasmine will not even stand on the platform or plank or anything. No. Because if she's able to climb up there, then she's got to be able to get off of there. And who knows, that cushion might be like marshmallow. And I didn't think. And she'll hurt her ankle some more, for God's sake.
Do you know what that does?
I really dislike her.
But she's such good TV.
Oh, she's terrible.
No, she's not.
Do you know what that does to me? That dills my pickle.
She is such good TV.
She is not. That's the whole thing. If she was really good TV, I'd be fine with all her bullshit. but she's not like I mute. I don't even want to hear her
But the
shit.
muffin, we wouldn't have gotten the muffin.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's because who would do that to somebody who's
so
like
good.
normal? But you can tell that Turner just
It's the
absolutely
muffin.
cannot
Yeah,
stand her.
it's the muffin reference. Everybody knows what muffin means.
Yeah.
And Jasmine walking around with a plastic bag like a hooker on Bill Street. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it with a little crack bag going, who ate my muffin? You ate my muffin. Oh, what's she getting at you for? Who licked the red off your candy? You know, she's just walking around like it's just hilarious to me because I've seen crazier people on fucking Bill Street in the middle of the night, okay, on a Saturday
Yeah.
night. Excuse my French, but I mean, it's a frick, like, I don't know. I don't want to envision
Her
Turner
muffin being eaten.
eating anyone's muffin, let alone Jasmine's muffin, when these are the two muffers in the house, muffers in the house that don't bathe on a regular basis. I can smell it through my screen. Thank you, Valencia says, I prefer Allison any day over Jasmine.
But let me
Okay.
tell you, though, it's gotten worse.
I'll take
Like,
that.
Turner is troll. If the Big Brother house were Twitter, Turner is trolling Jasmine hard because now he's onto her flushable wipes, right? Her coochie wipes.
Is that what that was about?
Yeah, he's using her wipes.
Her butt wipes?
Her butt wipes one at a time. So her stack is decreasing much faster than it should. And he takes one and he turns around and looks and is like, what's going on over there?
Are you all right?
I heard a squeal. Couldn't tell if it was a dog or a baby or a wife, but it was something.
What is he doing with the butt wipes? I have a question. When I use wet wipes on my behind, I'm not using one at a time. I'm using like 3. Not that it's that much of a job, but I don't want my hands to come in contact with anything that my wipes are taking care of, if you get what I'm saying there. But
maybe he's not using it on his butt. Maybe he's spinning it around to the other side where it really might only take one.
Oh, that's so funny.
So now that we have digressed to Big Brother talking about where we use our wipes, I have a couple random reality T questions for the Queen.
Can you speak a little bit more into your microphone?
I have some random reality TV questions for the Queen of reality, Kim Mattina. Kim Mattina, have you watched Snake in the Grass yet?
Absolutely.
It is so good.
Is that
it's so good.
It's the first 2 episodes.
It's a cross between The Mole and Survivor.
I gotta go watch that. It's in my DVR because I added it. Okay.
I love it. And in fact, I was in Denver and I was watching, I went over to Dalton Beasley's place.
USA.
And,
Hannah.
And so we got together to watch Big Brother and then the challenge. And then we watched Snake in the Grass because he was like, what is this? And I'm like, oh my God, you've got to watch it. He's hooked.
It's almost like The Hustler a little bit too. I mean,
it is
in regards to that, but it's me and you had talked about that one thing The Hustler needed to do was add a physical element to it, not as extreme, but a puzzle or something.
Right.
But it is so good. And next week is Yul and Earl's episode. Is it Yul and Earl?
Yeah, I believe so.
No,
Earl was week 1 with Malcolm.
Oh, wait, Malcolm's episode. Malcolm was already on it?
Malcolm and Earl and Yul and the guy from Naked and Afraid. So who I would love to see on Survivor.
No.
They've got. Oh, so this is like Big Brother and Survivor and another. Okay.
Because week 1 had the blonde chick in it.
No. Week 2.
The older blonde chick was on week 1.
No, there were no women on week 1. Week 1, the premiere was Earl, Yul, Malcolm, and I think his name was Jeff from Naked and Afraid.
It's a great show. Everyone go watch it. You also mentioned the
Watch it.
challenge. Kim, the challenge is incredible.
I
I
haven't seen
am
last week's episode.
thoroughly.
Oh wait, no, Sarah is still on the show, right? With Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did see last week's episode.
Oh, you didn't see her? You didn't see last week's episode? Where
Wait a
they
minute.
Okay,
What?
spoiler alert. Mute me for a second if you haven't seen it, but
What?
it's on tomorrow night, so you should have seen it.
Yeah.
Where Sarah and Leo from The Amazing Race won kicked ass in the challenge. And she came back and she's like, God, she was going to beat the shit out of somebody.
I think I saw that, but I was doing something while I was watching it, so I missed her.
Hold on. I
comment.
have to show
Okay.
something to Kim.
Here's
I
the
gotta
thing. You
do
can
this
catch
real quick.
up on Snake in the Grass because it's playing on Channel 12.
That was
Yeah,
the
no,
past-
that's not
that was
week
episode
1.
one. That is episode 1. I'm looking at it on YouTube TV right here. Season 1,
Maybe
episode 1.
What they did is it's an NBC produced show, but then they're also playing it on Discovery Channel, on A&E, on YouTube TV. They released it there and all that. So I don't know. I saw the very first episode and that was not it.
Hey,
I'm watching it on USA, and it has the Eula and Earl episode
USA.
is next week. Is where I
Some
have
peop-
it.
some people in
I
the
think
chat
they're
are,
taking it out of order.
yeah, some people in the chat are asking if Andrew, you're going to cover the challenge anymore this season, because I think we only did it once so far, or twice.
We did the first one, and then there was something the second week, and I just got, yes, we will do a mid-season soon. I'm a school teacher, and we start back tomorrow, so the last 2 weeks have been a little crazy for me. And Jackie B, who's been covering that with me, has also been a little hectic. So we will get something together, probably not this week because it's the first week of school, but we'll probably get back to it probably next Friday.
Okay,
Hey.
but I need to know what the other thing is here that Andrew was going to ask me about.
Yeah,
That was
because
the
then I have a
challenge.
there's a challenge. Okay.
Okay.
I have a show and tell.
That's always scary.
No, remember last time we were on and I went through and found some very interesting Southern slang?
Oh, good God.
Okay, I swear to God, though, what was the last one? Whatever Julie, you're prettier than a whatever in an air fryer. And I'm like, what the?
Chicken wings and a dare fryer. Yeah, I about fell out the chair and tossed Finley. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. But I found some unique ones if you guys want to hear a couple.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. He's
Get your best swing.
Okay, you ready? Huh?
Yeah.
He's so ugly, he didn't get hit with the ugly stick. He got whooped with the whole forest. Who licked the red off your candy? I've been sliding some of these in during the show.
You already slid that one in. I was like, okay, Jasmine.
I could eat the north end of a southbound polecat. I don't know what that means.
That's okay. Well, a polecat's a skunk, right?
I guess. I don't know. I just said.
So if you're eating the north end of a southbound, that'd be eating the ass of a skunk.
I'm sure Jasmine's eating some ass.
She might have eaten some ass along the way. We don't know.
That sticks in your throat like a hair in a biscuit.
Oh, that one skeeved me. No.
Okay.
Well, you want to know my favorite of all time? You look rode hard and put up wet.
Dude,
That's old. Yeah, it's a classic.
That is
It's
good
a
one.
classic.
There are so many. There was a
My
couple
favorite.
on here. Too poor to paint and too proud to whitewash. Yeah.
But you can't say that to Julie. You have to have something that's comparative. Like she could say, Julie, Turner stinks more than the north end of a southbound polecat.
Yeah, I'd be like, she was madder than a wet hen. These are so stupid. So dumb. Bless Your Heart and Mind, the absolute best Southern sayings.
Well, the best one,
Oh,
and I would probably overuse it in there a lot, would be, well, bless her heart.
I can go from Southern Belle to Ghetto Thug faster than you can say Bless Your Heart.
See?
But can you do it faster than you could sprain an ankle?
True. True. No, it's slower than the healing of her ankle.
Well, this cornbread ain't done in the middle.
You just had to mention your favorite Big Brother player of all time, Allison.
Listen, don't sleep on cornbread.
Oh my
Listen.
God.
Look at here.
Okay. But Taylor and the Lay's potato chips. So how many people think that CBS is getting a kickback and that's why they keep having to bring potato chips into the DR? But I am going to say this right now. Put it in ink. When the episodes of Live to Give start dropping, which will probably be, I think, in September, and you're going to see me and my BFF there.
Which one?
And you will see an episode where you'll go, oh my God, Kim did it before Taylor. Just remember that.
Really?
Just remember that.
Okay.
Because to the point where the host was speechless.
Allison, I think we should cover Live to Give.
We are. And you know what? Kim? That smells like warrants and suspended licenses outside.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
We need to cover it.
When is this coming on?
I think in September, probably right after Big Brother ends. Yeah. But it was in June. So it was before Big Brother ever started. And you're going to look at that and go, oh, shit.
Yeah. I wish you could tell us what it is.
It's a potato chip reference.
Were you eating Lay's?
Or were you getting Lay's?
Ooh, well, hello.
I had 15 years on the next closest person. So I would say, no.
What in the Sam hell?
I wouldn't put it past you, and I wouldn't put it past someone else. And I would say if you got your Lay's however you got them, I think you should do them. And as most people would say, I just looked up Southern pickup lines so we can continue our theme. Hey there, lady, I got a hankering for GRITS, girls raised in the South.
Holy crap. She's pitching a hissy fit with a tail on it. Hold on, no, I got to look that up. What did you say? Redneck pickup lines.
Hey, girl, I'd ring your Southern belle.
Holy shit.
I cannot with you people.
I like my men like the Mississippi River, long, strong, and ready to rock my boat.
Whoa. Hold on. We about to get dirty.
I don't mean to sound crass, but baby, I want to butter your biscuit.
See, now, if I already knew that pickup line or the reference, I would totally have said that in the Big Brother house, except it would have been, you know what I heard? I heard that Turner wants to butter your muffin.
Holy crap. Y'all. I just hit the mother load. I've got the best. Oh, these are good. Did you just fart? Because you just blew me away. My love for you's like diarrhea. I can't hold it in.
I'm generally attracted to you.
Oh, you guys are.
If you was a tree and I were a squirrel, I'd store my nuts in your hole.
Hey, baby, you must be a poorly paved country road because you got me shaking and rattling all night long.
Your face reminds me of a wrench. Every time I think of it, my nuts tighten up.
Come here, baby. I promise you'll never want to secede from this union.
Oh my God.
If you're gonna regret this in the morning, we can sleep till afternoon.
I'm out of them. I ran out.
I know I'm no Fred Flintstone, but I bet I can make your bed rock.
With your little pebbles?
Yeah. You might not be the best looking girl here, but beauty's only a light switch away.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my
Allison.
God.
Allison, I'm gonna name this one, and as soon as I read this one, just roll the credits.
Are we done?
This
Are
one's
we done,
bad.
guys?
This one's you're gonna want to roll the credits.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me get ready. Guys, subscribe. We might really be out of here in a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
This family reunion sucks. Want to go play hide the sausage in Aunt Susan's van?
Oh my God.
We
I
are
just
still
got
live.
back from fishing.
We
Wanna
are
see
still
my
live.
rod.
Oh my God. Is there anything to be said after that last one?
No, but I thought I would just go ahead and say bye to everyone. But yes, guys, please subscribe. You know the drill. Become a patron, all that. My Weekly Meltdown. We'll be here Thursday evening at 9 Central for the eviction of Daniel. We all know it's coming. We are officially going to be in the end game. We're getting close with everything. So, guys, just remember, your
And you know what?
peroxide blonde hair looks good, but I'd like to see if you are a true blonde.
And you know what? Tweet us out your best Southern pickup line, and we will say it on the show.
I would love
on
that.
Thursday.
Yeah,
I would love
going
that.
home. It's all
Okay, so everybody put out your best Southern saying, phrase, whatever the hell it is, pickup line. You know, if you're going to a family reunion, you hear something good while you're there, throw it on Twitter. Let's hear it with a Southern twang via Allison and Andrew.
You know, yeah, absolutely. It was really funny, and I'll be done after this. We have, as I said, I'm a school teacher, and we're getting ready for back to school, and we did convocation yesterday. And if you don't know what convocation is, it's where everybody in the school district that's an employee comes to a general place, and it's really like a pep rally. It's a motivational kind of speech to get ready for the year, rah rah rah. And our superintendent he took the Facebook comments from when he either chose to not cancel school last year or cancel school due to inclement weather and read them as mean tweets. Like,
oh my God, like what's his face?
Was it Kimmel or Fallon that did that?
Jimmy Fallon.
Fallon did and he did the mean tweets with those. Like they almost had to roll me out of that auditorium. I couldn't stop. It was hilarious. It was so good. So give us your Southern pickup lines or your Southern phrases, and we will read them like mean tweets on the next episode.
Yes, just hashtag My Weekly Meltdown.
Yeah.
So we'll get
And as Joseph said, this is more funnier than what's going on in the feeds right now. So,
well, you know, there's not much going on. So these live feed update shows are going to turn into Allison's got ADD. So she's scrolling the net while everyone's talking and finding stuff. That's what ends up happening. Okay. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
It is what it is. You got to keep yourself entertained there. You know what? I'm looking at the owls on your shelf behind you. We really did need Orwell. Can you imagine? Orwell would have been good in the house this year.
Yes.
I liked Orwell.
I forgot about Orwell.
He hasn't been around.
Orwell.
Well, he hasn't been around since Cliff, but a lot of that is because it's no longer on Pop.
Mhm.
Remember they did Big Brother After Dark was
After
on
Dark
Pop.
is gone.
Man,
And there
that is.
is
I used to love Big Brother After Dark because back in those days when it very first started, I was watching it on a laptop, the live feeds, and I was carrying that
yeah.
effing thing everywhere. And it wasn't connected to my TV then. So when I watched the feeds on TV in my living, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Now it's like, just
Yeah,
take it.
I used to love Big Brother After Dark when it was on Showtime and they would show people's tweets at the
Oh,
bottom there.
yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. Man,
And
that was
during the
awesome.
episodes, they used to do that too.
Yeah.
And I miss that. And you know what? If it were not for Big Brother After Dark on Pop, I would have never gotten into Schitt's Creek because that was
Oh
on
God, I
Pop
love that show.
right before Big Brother After Dark.
I just got into that show a couple of years ago and still on season 1.
Oh my God, I love that show. I've seen every episode so many. Alexis, she always has her hands doing something.
I'm excited for tonight. I love the TV show All Rise, and it got moved to OWN. And tonight is the mid-season finale, and it's supposed to be pretty darn good. And I can't wait. That's what I'm going to be watching as I go to sleep tonight. Because I
Well,
won't sleep tonight because it's the first day of school tomorrow. So
as I go
Yeah.
to sleep tonight, I will be watching my all-time favorite, Catfish, on MTV because somebody's got to do a show with me about Catfish because I am 10 years into this show and I still don't get it. But I have learned really cool search techniques to find people who don't want to be found, and I have found them.
Really?
Yes. I'm the person that you come to when you want someone found. I'm that
I will
person
I will do that. I will
because
do that.
I had someone come to me yesterday and asked me, "Can you find something out for me?" I did it in about 30 minutes because I watched freaking Catfish.
It's like saying ridiculousness they need more episodes of.
Oh God, that's
And if there's anybody that's in the Breaking Bad verse, the Better Call Saul finale is coming up, and the penultimate episode last night was, whoo.
okay. Wait a
And
minute. Wait a
I
minute.
heard
Okay, I'm a
that
Breaking Bad fan. I have not watched Better Call Saul, but I have heard rumors. Was that the episode last night?
Yes, yes,
So if I go, I have it saved in my DVR. So if I go watch it, I'm gonna see it.
the finale is next week.
and I heard that the title of the finale is Saul Over.
Oh. Do they finally address why he's working in a Cinnabon?
They get into it.
Is that the witness protection or whatever happened to him? Is that where he is now?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say too much because we might have
Okay, but
viewers.
is the Jesse and Walter White episode last night?
Yes.
Watch it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch it.
But I don't want to spoil much.
Right. Just go watch it, Allison.
And I won't even tell you about it when the air's over. Even if you haven't watched Better Call Saul, you need to watch last night's episode.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it because I love that actor, Rob Odekirk.
That's the guy that played Walt?
Saul.
Oh, okay.
Saul.
If
He
you
almost
liked
died last year making this show of a heart attack.
if you liked Walt in Breaking Bad, you need to go watch what's its name in Marge Go Large on Paramount Plus.
I've seen that advertised, but I haven't watched it
Is
yet.
that a
It's
good
a-
show?
It's a movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he's an old man that's great with numbers, and he gets laid off basically from his job, and they figure a way to trick the lottery. It's based on a true story. If you like him, the movie overall is okay, but if you like him, he's amazing as he always is. But I will say, if you want a heart-wrenching, amazing movie, I watched 13 Lives on Amazon Video this weekend. It's an incredible movie about Thailand. It's a true story. A boys soccer team and their
I've seen the advertisements for that.
coach goes into a cave to
Right.
eat lunch, and the monsoon comes and the cave gets flooded.
Yeah, that was when the tsunami hit. And I
It's
remember when that happened a few years ago. Yeah.
incredible movie.
Is it?
Incredible movie.
Okay. I've got a question for you guys, though, before we close
Yeah.
out. Okay. So today's big events on Big Brother include all these people now on Twitter right now are calling Michael a misogynist because he went to Monty, or he went to Alyssa specifically and said, were you offended when Monty referred to whoever as a female? Apparently, and I posted it on Twitter, I'm sure I've got answers on there, but my question on Twitter was, when did the word female and the word woman become derogatory words? And why? What makes female a bad word?
I don't even like. Well, how was it used? I mean, I'd never have either. But what was said?
Who cares? It was female.
You know, the only time, this is another time you should get those end credits rolling for me. The only time that female is a bad word is when my wife asks for my credit card.
Dun, 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 dun. You know what? The only time I've ever thought female was used badly is when a man is cheating on a woman and the woman comes flying out and says, "Where's that female? I'm gonna beat her ass."
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a beautiful kitty.
There's Benny. This is
Oh.
my adoptee. He's going up for
You told me you were getting rid of him a long time ago.
Well, I had to get his little numbnuts snipped, and I did, and he's all recovered. And then I was in Denver for 2 weeks. So he's going up for adoption next week.
How
He'll
old
still
is
be here
he?
in a month.
Huh?
How
He'll still
old
be
is
here in a month.
he?
He's 3 years old. I rescued him out of a hoarding situation, and he did not even know his name. Okay, she gave him so little. No,
What's
but
his
look
name?
at this.
Buster?
No, Benny. Look
Benny,
at all of his spots. He's a Bengal.
I want him.
Isn't he beautiful?
He's beautiful. His little eyes are so pretty.
He's very pretty eyes. Very pretty eyes.
Yeah. So anyway, he will go up for adoption next week.
Are we doing
And
background checks?
Thank you, Valencia.
Oh,
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited.
Okay.
It's going to be a great year.
But anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what makes. They're saying that Michael is trying to turn the tables on Monty to make Monty look like the bad guy by going to Alyssa and saying, does Michael saying female make you uncomfortable? And I'm like, okay, but if you can't say female and you can't say woman, what does that make me? I agree.
Kitty? That's right, Kitty.
Kitty, come on up.
I don't know, Andrew. What do males think?
Yeah.
Kim, what that makes you is a plow that I want to take with my tractor to the field.
Dun, 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 dun. I need just a bit of that music just to play the first riff.
Sugar, did you have some Lucky Charms for breakfast? Because you look magically delicious.
Oh my God.
Okay, to truly answer your question, again, this goes with what I've been saying all season long, that the viewers are looking for anything to turn anyone into anything. And we had this conversation at the beginning of the season that the live feeds and these random comments are ultimately doing more harm than good. And as much as I agree that the live feeds are Big Brother, it's going to get to the point where there are so many negative comments on every little thing that's said that they're not going to be able to continue it because CBS is getting way too much backlash for it. You can't even say the word woman anymore. I mean, like, where do we draw the line?
So maybe one of the viewers here, maybe somebody knows what makes woman or female a derogatory comment, a bad word. Because as a woman,
it doesn't bother me.
I'm like, okay, don't you dare, Andrew. Don't you dare. Get ready to play the music, Allison.
I just got the best one.
Do it, because I got one too.
Was your father a meat burglar? Because it looks like someone stole 2 fine hams and shoved them down the back of your dress.
Oh my God.
Hey, is that Is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see myself in your pants.
Oh my
Allison,
God.
Allison, I feel like me and you one day need to like do that thing where we like fill our mouths with water and we go back and forth telling dad jokes and seeing
Oh
who
my
can-
God, my son is the ultimate. He's got a 9-month-old and he's already dad joking it up. Oh my God, all day long with this guy. I can't. I'm like, you're 25, Jacob. It's just stop. Oh my God. Dun, dun, dun. Any more? Any more?
I
No,
don't-
I've got nothing.
So
you look cold, want to use me as a blanket? Like that's what I'm coming up with now.
dun, 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 dun.
If I were a cat, I'd spend all 9 lives with you.
Ew, dun,
All 9 of
dun,
them?
dun. Okay.